This is Gordon Fessick from antiwindowscatalog.com. This is the first in a series of learning how to safeguard your Windows 8 Pro PC. Much of this can be applied to earlier versions of Windows, but I'm focusing on Windows 8 Pro because it's the most readily available and currently the least expensive. If you don't already have Windows 8 Pro, get it. It will save you a lot of grief later on, and for the cost of 2 years' worth of antivirus subscriptions, you can get better security than you can buy from any third party. Let's start with the settings. The majority of these settings are per user settings, so they're not going to make much difference to us because the very first account we're going to create will be just for maintaining the PC. It'll be the only administrator account on the PC. The only thing that's relevant to the whole computer is automatically installing important and recommended updates, basically turning Windows Update on and automating everything. Everything else here is per user. However, the important bit here is you do not use a Microsoft account as your very first account on your PC. I know Microsoft really wants you to use this, but we're not going to be using this account for day-to-day surfing. We're not going to be using it for playing games or running the regular applications. It's just for maintaining the computer. Yeah, we really want you to use this. No, we're not going to use this. We'll use a Microsoft account later. Let's give this a logical name and a half-decent password. Put this password away somewhere safe. Make sure your kids or anyone else who's going to use this PC doesn't get this password. The initial setup will take quite a while, so I will fast forward through most of this. Here we go. Now that we have basic setup done, let's add a single Microsoft account just for day-to-day use. I happen to have a Microsoft account that I've been using on another PC. One neat little feature that comes with Windows 8 is Microsoft accounts can actually roam between internet-connected PCs. So my settings from my other PC will migrate onto here. Any accounts you create from this point will be standard accounts. These are accounts that can manipulate documents, that can use applications, that can install applications from the Microsoft Store, the newer style apps, but the original style applications still must be managed by an administrator. Now let's sign off of here and sign on as the new account. This too will take some time, so I will fast forward through it. And there we go. Now the first time I tried this, I had some issues. We'll try now. It should have brought my mail settings over. Okay, let's find out what happened. It probably wants me to supply a password. Yep, sure enough. Passwords don't get copied over across from machine to machine. At least my other settings did. And look at that. My most recent spam is here. So that's my mailbox settings. They copied over just fine. In part 2, we'll talk about how to install software using a standard account, such as this. We'll talk about how to prevent your visitors, your children, your guests from inadvertently installing unwanted software. Catch you next time.